This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, yet another development. A few days ago, a report came out that Jada Pinkett Smith now wishes that Will didn't slap Chris Rock. Wah, wah. Now sources close to them, quote unquote, are saying, well, they both knew that he overreacted, and so this is where this is coming from, and she wished that he hadn't have done that. I got a video to show you, but I just want to speak on this real quick. Zero support of that man at all. That man got up out of his seat on a national stage, proceeded to attack another man over words that were not fighting words, to protect the honor of a woman that couldn't care less about any honor of his or hers, especially his, and proceeded to basically make a fool out of himself. Will Smith's name is now tarnished in Hollywood. I mean, he can recover if he's smart, but for right now, it's tarnished. Projects are being pulled. It's not a good fallout. It's a bad fallout. Okay. It's a bad fallout. He's now not really remembered for the crowning achievement of his career, which is winning Best Actor. Now people remember the Oscars not because he won, but because he made a fool out of himself for mama. Okay? Something that when he did it, video evidence shows that she laughed at it at the time that it occurred. So her actions ain't matching her words. The math ain't mathing. Okay? The math is not mathing at all. I don't see that the actions match the words. You didn't want him to do it. If you didn't want him to do it, it would have been real simple. Because obviously her approval means a lot to that man. So if she had said, no, baby, he wouldn't have got up and he wouldn't have said nothing. Because he was laughing to begin with. Even if after the fact they had gotten home and she didn't agree with it or whatever, you keep that in the house. But she don't keep stuff in the house, do she? Do she? You could have kept that in the house. Don't say nothing to nobody. Every time somebody asks you, yep, he did what he's supposed to do. Or agree, be a unified front then. Be a unified front. That's how you be a wife. That's how you let him recant and retract it if that's what he want to do. But you don't open your mouth. You always be a unified front with your husband. Especially out in public. Right, wrong, getting different. I'm riding with mine. Now, if we get in the privacy of each other, I say, baby, I don't know, baby. I just don't know about, can we have a talk about that? But somebody asked me, yep, we are exactly in unison. We in unison. And we ain't in nothing else. Every time you see me with unified front, you are not going to be able to ask me no question you can't ask him and call yourself going to get a different answer. Nope. Same answer from both of us. Same answer. You just might as well Don't even ask me no questions. Ask him all the questions. Because you're going to get the same answer out of me. And it is what it is. That's how you actually support your husband. That is how you support your husband. But this is an individual that doesn't really support the husband, though. Because there's even some old footage that done surfaced, an old Instagram clip where he don't want her videotaping him. Like, girl, he annoyed. Girl, you don't get that camera by my face. Asking me little dumb questions. And that ain't exactly what he said, but that was the sentiment of it. You know, girl, get that camera out my face. You can't just film me. You know, just use my countenance and image for your benefit. Girl, we forgetting who the star is. Because it ain't you. It never has been you, beloved. But anyway, she did what most women do. Most black women do. When they asked for protection from black men, and all these hyenas was all up in, yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. He a king. Duh, 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 duh. And then when black men do it, you spit on him. You spit on the very protection that he went out of his way, made a fool out of himself to do, making trouble for himself because of you, because trying to prove something to you. And once he do that, I don't need protection. I'm not the kind of woman that needs protection. Really? Really? Well, then you shouldn't have let him, quote unquote, protect you then. What she did was let him know that even though he did something for her honor, mommy doesn't approve. This is actually classic narc behavior, where I get you to do something that I want you to do, that I tell you that I want you to do. You do it to perfection in order to get my approval, and then I withhold my approval anyway. Which basically shatters a person's sense of self-worth. And this is a form of violence. I'm going to show you a video. This is a video of Jordan Peterson speaking about the violence of women. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really quickly. Okay.
Aggression somehow, unless you're willing to say that they're not aggressive. They tend not to do it physically, not to the degree men do, so they use other channels. And what other channels are there other than physical aggression if you're going to be aggressive? Well, you go after people verbally. You go after them with innuendo and gossip and reputation destruction. And that's how it works.
And just because that's predominantly a female modus operandi.
It isn't that I think that.
Well,
it's that the clinical literature indicates that. It isn't that I think it.
I'm not interviewing the clinical literature. I'm interviewing you. What do you think?
Well, I'm a psychologist and a scientist, and I tend to base my opinions on what I've read in the broad, relevant clinical literature. I'm not making this stuff up. I studied antisocial behavior for like 15 years. I'm actually quite an expert on it. Look.
Okay. Just wanted to share that little piece, because here's the thing, and that's why I said it's classic narc behavior. Do something I told you I want it done. You do it to perfection in order to get my approval, because that's the whole point of when a narc has somebody in their vicinity that they are using to feed that ego for them. So this person is always in a position of feeling like they owe the narc, like they life. They owe them. They strive to make the narc happy. Not realize that the narc is never happy. They're never satisfied. Okay, it's a game to them, because I don't even think this is about money in their situation. This is about power and control. Okay, listen, do what I tell you to do. You do it, and do it for my approval. I'm insinuating that I'm going to approve this. And then once you do it, no matter what the consequences are, once you do it, even if it is at great personal sacrifice to yourself, I'm still going to withhold the approval for it. Which then makes that person feel worthless. It makes that person feel shameful. It makes that person feel like nothing, like they're less than nothing. It destroys that person's sense of self-worth. It destroys them psychologically. And this is the type of violence that women like to commit. And because it is psychological / a spiritual attack, it goes unnoticed and it goes unaddressed. This is classic. This is classic in the Black community for its women towards Black men. Narc behavior. Do what I want. I'll manipulate situations. I'll manipulate you. I'll manipulate responses. I'll play this game with you. Even if your life is in the balance, I'll play this game because it's a game to me. I'll play this game with you. And you'll be doing stuff to get my approval or to prove something to me, to prove your worthiness to me. And I still withhold that approval. I still never validate you. I still never say that. I never give you the pat on the head. Every once in a while, a narc gotta do a little pat to keep the person on the string. Or else the person completely give up. But a narc don't let that happen until they done using that person. And I feel like Will Smith is just about at the finish line here. And if the brother is smart, if he ever see this video, brother, please do what you need to do. Whatever God you serve and however you serve that God, please pray to it, him, whatever, to release you out of whatever you going through. Because it's obvious to the world you going through something, beloved. And I'm not even saying this to be funny or tongue in cheek. I am very serious. I am very serious. From somebody who has witnessed this type of psychological and emotional manipulation and abuse, somebody who has actually been a victim of that, I know it when I see it. And Black women do this all the time. And like I said, it's subtle. It go unnoticed because it's not physical violence. It's not a physical, it's just like Jordan Peterson said, it's gossip, it's reputation destruction, it's a verbal attack, it's something intangible because women work in the intangible world. So the attacks that women like to do when they like to be vindictive, when they want to, when they really want to hurt you, they don't really do that overtly in an external physical way. They manipulate situations and then hurt a person emotionally and verbally. And if they want to hurt that person physically, they manipulate other situations and other people to get that done in an indirect way, hence proxy violence. That is so prevalent in our community and nobody ever says anything about it because you only see the result. You never see where it started. You only see men attacking one another, but you never peel back the layers to see that it all started with a woman somewhere. A woman that is usually displaying narcissistic behavior and is manipulating men and the situations that the men find themselves in to try to produce a specific kind of outcome, typically to her benefit, even if it's nothing more than the stroking of her ego. To feel like she just want to feel like she got power over the people and specifically the men in her surroundings, in her environment. She can push their buttons. She can get them to react. She can get them to be mad. She can get them to be sad, or whatever. And this is what we witnessed, okay, at the Oscars. We witnessed a woman use her manipulative tactics because she's been married to that man for so long. She knows exactly what buttons to push. She knows exactly what energy to give him. She knows exactly what face to make or whatever because Will Smith loved her. And she know that. And instead of reciprocating that to the world, all that she has shown the world is that she don't love him back. And then it keeps getting demonstrated and reinforced over and over and over because the world is then invited into their relationship via her Red Table Talk show. She invites the world to have an opinion on her marriage with Will Smith when it's really nobody's business, but she make it everybody's business. So now everybody got an opinion on it. And the opinion is not good, especially when it's directed at her. It's not good. So I just wanted to bring to the attention, and one more thing before we go. One more thing. Y'all not worth the protection that you ask for. Even as an attack dog type of protection, you're not even worth that. Because none of the protection that black men give to y'all hyenas is ever worth anything, and neither is it appreciated. No matter what they put at stake, you don't appreciate it. The same women who was running around talking about, he's supposed to protect his wife. Where are y'all at with her reaction? Where's Tiffany Haddish? Is Jada's reaction beautiful, the most beautiful thing you ever seen? Right. Knock it off. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.